Hi, I'm Chuck Colson with this week's 2-Minute Warning. As you might guess, I know a thing or two about Watergate. So when a New York Times columnist called something the most important political scandal since Watergate, I'm all ears. And that scandal is the government and congressional-sponsored corruption at the housing agencies, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. The scandal that helped bring our economy to the brink of ruin, and we're still paying for it today. Citing a new book in the works, my new favorite columnist, David Brooks, fingers James Johnson, who was appointed the chief executive of Fannie Mae in 1991. In their aggressive pursuit of expanding home ownership, Johnson and other Fannie executives are alleged to have pocketed $2.1 billion in bonuses and salary increases and the like. Whoa. And they lavished money on left-wing groups like Acorn and contributed mightily to congressional campaigns, Republican and Democrat. But shockingly, as Brooks notes, there are no crimes. This is how Washington works, and it has made me hopping mad. This is a political class that has become totally insensitive to the common people, the people who got trampled in the 2008 collapse, who lost their 401ks, ordinary Americans who lost their houses, hard-working men and women who saved and scrimped to send their kids to college just so their funds could be siphoned off by these pariahs? Come on. And Washington, D.C., folks, is full of them. People like James Johnson and their purchased politicians floating up and down Chesapeake Bay on their luxury yachts and eating in their exclusive clubs. And if that weren't enough, then I read about another colossal Medicare scam. Turns out many hospitals routinely perform 2 chest CT scans on Medicare patients. Why? Because it's good for the patient? Or because they can bill the government twice? It's infuriating. I've told the story before, but my wife Patty was about to undergo a heart test several years ago. At the last moment, the doctor canceled it. Nonetheless, the doctor charged Medicare for $1,700. I was furious. I called his billing clerk and said I was going to go to Medicare and file a complaint. And she laughed. She said, "Good luck." Well, I spent 2 years complaining, writing letters, phone calls. They said they would start an investigation and get back to me. I never heard from them again. People are milking Medicare and the system is going down the tubes. Why? Not because it's a fatally flawed system. Medicare is in trouble and Fannie flopped because there's a widespread failure of ethics in America. And even worse, just like Russia, we are accepting corruption as a way of life. The most important thing I've done in my ministry is to found Prison Fellowship. The next might be Doing the Right Thing, the DVD series on ethics. I honestly believe that if this thing were watched by enough Americans, we could change the moral climate of this country. Nobody could watch Doing the Right Thing and think what James Johnson is doing is right, or that we can live with Medicare the way we're abusing it. I wish everybody in Washington, D.C. could be forced to watch this 6-part series. I just want people to buy it, watch it, show it to their families, in their churches, use it in their businesses. What money the Colson Center makes on Doing the Right Thing gets poured right back into the ministry and pays for the film. We're even giving copies at cost to other ministries so they can distribute it. The whole goal here, the whole object is to get the whole country to see this, to wake up, to once again understand that without virtue, without a foundation of ethical behavior, our freedoms and our country cannot survive. I'm Chuck Colson. That's this week's 2-Minute Warning.